I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. So how about that thumbnail, huh? That thumbnail is tomorrow's video. Now, and I'm going to make a kind of an announcement on this video, so you want to hang with me for a minute. Abercrombie Pepper Company grew this. It's just a monster chocolate primatale. And for the last 3 years, as far as pods that are available to the public, this has been the hottest pod I've had. Now, I've had an Omega pod from Tom Broom, not available to the public, just as hot. I've had the Louisiana Creeper from Troy Primo, just as hot. But again, those are not available to the public. So as far as pods you can get your hands on, this has been the hottest for the last three or 4 years, all right? Then Matthew Arthur sends me this. This is a warthog. Now a warthog is funny thing is, both of these have 7-pot Primo in it. Isn't that funny? But a warthog is a Wartrix, which is his creation, Matthew Arthur's, crossed with a 7-pot Primo. And I ate this thing, and it is just the spookiest pod. It has a weird burn. It has an unusual burn. All pods burn differently. You know, they have different characteristics, how fast they hit you, where they burn, how long they last. This has an unusual burn. It hits the peak and stays there for a while. And then it sort of has a throbbing, sort of pulsing kind of heat. It's really kind of crazy. But I've got some more pods I'm going to show you. But before I do, I want to talk just for a second. This is kind of important. I did a video yesterday where I don't ever address drama. I just don't. I keep my head down and make videos. But it just got to a point where something had to be done. And a great quote I want to read you. All that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. Now, I'm not professing to be a good man. I really want to be. I'm trying. I don't think it's something that happens if you're on autopilot. I think you have to make an active effort to become a better person, and I'm trying. But I can't sit back and allow evil to happen under my nose. I watched it for too long. So yesterday I made a video. If you didn't see it, I'm not going to talk about the content of yesterday's video in this video. However, if you haven't seen it, you can please feel free to do that. Now I want to talk briefly about the results of that. I'm going to do a video either tomorrow or the next day just about that video and some of the things that I'm going to talk further about it for a reason. However, yesterday, or up until right now, that video has had 340, pretty close to 350 comments. That's a lot of comments for a video with just that, with that number of views. There were a lot of comments that called me terrible names and that I'm a bad person for doing that. And those were people from that camp that were just coming over here to do that. There were 3 comments from people that follow the show. And they said, I love your show. I watch it because there's no drama. 3 people said that. And I understand, and I really do. One of those 3 people said that there's been too much drama, is what they said. I think this video right here is the 5,985th or 86th video, something like that. And yesterday's video was the first I've ever made where the entire video was dedicated to drama. But it needed to be talked about. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. To say that there's too much drama, that's kind of silly. So to the people that love the show, that follow the show and watch it, and they don't want to hear that drama, I understand that too. So moving forward, here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to be one of those good men that stand back and watch evil happen in front of me. I just can't. My dad were alive, he'd be proud of me for making a stance like this. I didn't do this to get subs or anything like that. So if somebody needs to leave, I understand, I do. What I'm going to do moving forward is, if it's a video, and there's going to be from time to time, there are going to be videos where I deal with drama in the community. Not drama in like the bacon community or the pepper community. If it's relevant, I'm going to talk about it. The way you'll know is go look at yesterday's thumbnail. It was solid black with white writing. If you ever see a thumbnail of me and it's solid black with white writing, there's going to be some drama talked about. So that's your cue. If you don't want to hear it, I promise you I understand. If that's not the type of content you want, skip it. Just don't watch that video. But I'm not going to sit back and watch evil take place. You know, I've never been in a position where my voice mattered. I have a large channel now, and I have a very large reach. And if I know I can make a difference, I'm a coward if I don't. And I'm not a coward. But we're going to stop talking about that now. So anyway, that's what's one of the big changes moving forward. I'm going to address things in the community that need to be addressed. Again, solid black thumbnail with just white lettering. That's how you know it's going to be that kind of a video. So if it's a video you don't want to see, skip it. But I just got the most amazing box of peppers from Matthew Arthur. Showed you these two already. Now I've already done a video comparing these two. I can't remember the order in which I ate them. I'll go back and watch, and I'm going to review these in a different order. I'll reverse them. I can't wait. This is the biggest, this is from Abercrombie. It's the biggest chocolate primatale I've ever seen. And this is just the hottest thing I've ever eaten. So it's going to be a fun thing to try. I want to show you some very, very exciting peppers that I got from Matthew. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe these are yellow Wartrix, which is just a fantastic, very, very hot, delicious pepper. I'm going to show you these next. Now these, there's two phenotypes of warthogs. I want to show you. This is one of the phenotypes. This is phenotype 1. So for the folks that sent a self-addressed stamped envelope to Matthew, this right here is going to be the seeds you get. You're going to grow this. It's phenotype 1. This is the phenotype 2, which sort of has, you can sort of see the Wartrix influence in it. Now, I've eaten a bunch of both of them. One of them I think might have been hotter than the phenotype 1, and Matt sort of indicated he thought that at one point too. So the reason I'm bringing this up, you might see people eating these, you know, and I'm not picking on Jimmy Pickles. He's a friend of mine, but he sells seeds for the warthog, and it doesn't look like either one of these. That's not, and I know that for a fact that Matthew gave him seeds because I spoke to him. But just be careful. This is just so you know, the people that are getting seeds from Matthew will grow this phenotype. Next year, he's going to do the same thing, but for this, for the second phenotype. But I've been fortunate enough to been given a whole lot of them. So I'm excited. These are really, really just hot peppers. And they really do it. You know, like habanero, you guys know this. You know, even if you're kind of new, you've had a habanero, or a lot of you have. If you haven't, they tend to sting. You know, peppers burn, but for some reason, habaneros, they kind of sting more than they burn. So there's different burn characteristics. This is an unusual burn. It really is. It's an unusual burn. So now I'm going to show you a few more pods that are really, really exciting. These are also warthogs, but these are warthogs that started off purple and went to red. A little bit different phenotype, but these are warthogs as well. Purple to red. So I haven't reviewed these yet, so I'm really excited about that. One of them in particular has such a cool phenotype. Let me show you. And this is the purple to red warthog. Just a wicked looking pepper. Now, get these all back in the box. Thank you so much, Matthew and Carla, for these. This is a really amazing pepper. when Matthew has opened these peppers up, something unique happens. Oil runs out of them. They're that oily. That's exciting. Now I've cut a lot of peppers, like thousands. I think I've only seen it happen a couple times where oil has literally dripped out. I've had where I let it run out of my hand. It almost looks like it doesn't have the consistency of water. It's not condensation like that. It's got a viscosity to it. And I've seen it happen a few times. These are peach pods that are so oily that the oil runs out of them. The pepper nerd in me is freaking out right now. I'm excited. But, want to see what I'm really excited about? So we've seen warthogs, phenotype 1. In fact, I'm going to do this because this is neat. You know what? The pepper nerds will love this. I know there are a bunch of pepper nerds out there. We hang out together. All right, so we've got 3 different warthogs from Matthew. And you can sort of see the difference. We've got phenotype 1. Now, for all those who sent a self-addressed stamped envelope, this is what you're getting. Seeds to grow this. Here is phenotype 2. And then we have this one, which is the purple to orange, or the purple to red. All right? But look what we've got here. We've got yellow warthogs. So, he has sent me several yellow warthogs. And that is thrilling. I'm so excited about this. It's been a while since I've been this excited about pods. And I had somebody had a couple funny comments. Listen, when I first reviewed the Primatali, that was years ago, it was 4 years ago or something. I remember when I reviewed it, I said, this is the hottest thing. And you can go back and read the comments. There were people that said that I was saying that because it had Primo's name, it had a Primo in it. There were people that said that I was saying that just to say it. And then fast forward a couple years, and what is the pepper world? How does the pepper world view Primatalis right now? Kind of agreeing with me, huh? I'm telling you that a couple years, I don't know how long it's going to take, but in time, people are going to be talking about this pepper just like they talked about the Primatali. It's different. It hits different. It's got an unusual burn that sort of pulses and throbs. For me, anyway, it did. So, we're wrapping up this video. Tomorrow, you will see this. What I feel are the 2 hottest peppers available to the public in the world. All right? Last time we did a head-to-head with these, this one won. This one's huge. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, stay tuned for this. It's going to be a fun one. I can't wait. I don't know. As I said, I don't remember quite the order. Whatever order it was, I'll reverse it this time, just in fairness. And lastly, again, I'm done being Switzerland. I'm done being the guy who's going to let terrible things happen under my nose. Do you want to know something? It's almost embarrassing. You know why I never said anything early on? Because I was a really small channel. I was worried someone could just snuff my channel out if they had enough influence. I'm not worried about that anymore. So I'm not looking for drama. I'm not looking to make dramatic videos. I promise you I'm not. But there are going to be some. So when you see a black thumbnail with white writing, if you don't like hearing about drama, avoid that video. If you don't mind, that's what's going to be contained in that video. Now there's going to be one of those Sunday. Today's Friday. Yeah, Sunday, there's going to be one of those videos. I'm going to do kind of a recap. There's a whole lot of people that have asked questions that I'm going to answer. They ask questions because of what happened in that video. And I'm going to answer them. I'm not going to answer them during a video like this because this is just about peppers. So there'll be a division. Most 99.9% of the videos you see are going to be of peppers or sauce or other spicy stuff. But boy, that 1%, I'm going to be addressing things that need to be addressed. All right, so I think that sums it up. Thank you, Matthew Arthur, for these peppers. I'm so excited. Thank you, Abercrombie, and thank all of you. I love you guys. Be kind to somebody. Tell somebody you love them. In the description box, you're going to see all the normal stuff. You'll see Abercrombie and Matthew Arthur, since they're the peppers that were shown in this video. All the normal stuff in the end. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.